Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
It is sizzling beautifully here, and of course, as always, it is overlooked by the grand murals of the great man who lends this venue his name. We are always here in the presence of true magnificence. The action has already started.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Brilliantly cut out. And that has been clubbed away. The pass has gone astray. That has ended up in no man's land. Nice looking ball. Pele. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And there's green grass. Oh no, this does not look good. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Played into space. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Back into the middle. And that is expertly dealt with. Udinese do have a chance to counter here. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Aimed beyond the defence. Edmilson proves too strong, too smart. Lahm plays it. Terrific header! Oh, crossbar! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Paris Saint-Germain are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Pele, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
That's going in strongly.
Over to the other side. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking to play him in. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Oh, that's fabulous. Shevchenko plays it in. And that was very necessary. Pull it. And he cuts out the supply. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Chance to the big header! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's heaved it away. Not much subtlety about that challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Udinese are looking to break at pace. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's really well cleared. Van Dijk. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
And this is Shevchenko! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part. Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Taken back almost at once. Now it's Shevchenko. Now it's Hullet.
Added time.
And the shot! Off the post! And it's hoisted clear. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Paris Saint-Germain are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That's really well manoeuvred. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Deftly away. But they've got it again. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well timed, excellent interception. And he thumps it clear. Well played right into his... And the finish! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Passes coming off in quick succession. And Shevchenko! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Well, there's the clearance. Dealt with nicely by the
The
defence.
attendance for this match was 52,044.
Now who's going to be first to this? And reclaimed it in a trice. And this is chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Defending of the desperate variety.
Udinese really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
And takes a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. He's got tall. Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Pele can see things, others Shevchenko! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Vieira clears. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. And this is Shevchenko. It's Pele! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Coming on to replace him is Davids. Substitution in progress.
Spread out to the left. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must pull it? And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Now it's Pele. Thuram pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Now he's off and running. It's a good foot in there. And it's Lam. And this is Hullet. Corner number 3 coming up.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's not got that quite right. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Saliba calmly anticipates. Cruyff. Nicely shaped ball. Now that's well seen too. Into the last 5 minutes. I think we're just about done here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
He's hit it long, but astray. And it's lofted through here. Vieira gets it away. That's a cute ball. That's beautifully weighted. Stood up well to him there. And now they can clear their lines. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. How do you look back on the game? Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. This is Peter Drury, and next to me, providing insights, will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Shoots! Room hit! That is just a
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Pelé. And back to the keeper. Lam. Vieira. Thuram. Roberto looking to get on the end of this. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pelé. Rice. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. It's a really well-measured ball. Played back in. Zanetti getting this one clear. Strokes it back. Lam could try cutting inside here. Oh, smashing header! Sticks it away! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Shevchenko. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. And it's Rice. And that could set him on his way. He's got tall. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Paris Saint-Germain go into the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Pull it. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Thuram is herring after that one. And they've got rid. And it's Hullet. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rijkaard spots it and intercepts. "15 minutes till half-time. Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. And now they can clear their lines. Cruyff, looking to play him in. That's a sharp pass. Well, there's the clearance. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. Roberto. Pelé.
he'll be disappointed with that.
And he's gone looking for safety. Played up towards the front line. Quality ball. Lam. Thuram is onto it in a flash. Vieira with the slide tackle there. Chance here to counter. Roberto. Vieira. And he cuts out the supply. Played out to the left flank. Edmilson. Well, that pass isn't the best.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Now that looks a decent ball. Gullit receives it in a wide position. Up he goes! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time. Well, and the first half is done.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Paris Saint-Germain head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Roberto. Played into space. Well timed, excellent interception. Can he get on the end of this?
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vieira. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now he's got space here. Can he get onto this? Deftly away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. That's an imaginative pass. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Threads one in. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution for Udinese.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
To replace him is Son Heung-min.
Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
And here's the chance to counter. Oh, nicely intercepted. Udinese appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And they're quick to get it back. Now it's Thuram. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Shevchenko.
The
That's gonna go a
attendance
long
for this
way.
match was 51,577.
Van Dijk clears it away. Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Cruyff. That has been cut short. And it's Roberto. Edmilson. Shevchenko. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram getting this one clear. And it's Rice. Tries to play it through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Knocks it out wide. Looking for a runner. This looks promising. Now what about this cross?
Substitution for Udinese.
It's their
Edmilson.
second corner of the game.
Coming on the field is Griezmann. Substitution in progress.
Cannavaro is there and he can get that clear. Aimed beyond the defence. In with the challenge. The ball has bounced loose now. Played into the box. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Takes aim and he rises! Yes! And they are cruising away. Certain, searing and imperious.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay them. And the shot! It's fallen kindly here, and he hits the net. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So is this the start of a comeback? Pass is just off target. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Bullet. Lahm tries to pass it through, and he's picked out the run. And the shot! It's in! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Paris Saint-Germain blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. He's had a shot! Just too high. Hullet, showing great feet there. Now who's going to be first to... Oh, he's been caught on it here!
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Ball is over the line. And they've got rid. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He can run onto that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. And that was very necessary.